Welcome in North Korea. Good morning guys, and welcome to another video here from Seoul in South Korea. Today we got a very early morning wake-up call. It's about 7 a.m. at the moment, and we're gonna check out the DMZ, which is the border between North and South Korea. You can see here there's a lot of buses here. It's like, I think it's one of the most popular things to do here in South Korea, going to the border with North Korea to check it out. I don't know really what to expect, but we have a couple of stops along the way for today. And yeah, I think we're just gonna see the border, see North Korea. Don't know how it's gonna look like. We'll see. Here we go. Hey guys, so we reached the first part of the border here. This is not the border yet, but this is kind of the start of the demilitarized zone. After the fence here, there's the controlled, like the civilian controlled area. We saw some military walking there anyways, but the river you see behind there, it's not the Han River anymore, how it's called by the South Koreans, but the Imjingan River. So yeah, this is the start of the demilitarized zone.
They like a UN army.
So basically the first stop here next to the border is kind of a park with all kinds of points, which Kenny, our tour guide, is explaining what the deal is. So for example, you have all these ribbons here on the fence. This is like people, relatives are sending a message from south to north. There is a train, I think it's an old train that was driving between the two nations.
Had to go across to the authorities' power, because in 1948 there was demarcation line set up between North and South Korea. So Mr. Han received the order from the military, you know.
So you probably know like the blue houses from the media where Donald Trump also passed to North Korea. Well, that's only there since 1990. Before that, the area they exchanged like prisoners or like meat, north and south, it was on this bridge called the Freedom Bridge. It's not in use anymore, but yeah, this is also here in the park, so it's pretty interesting. So as you can see, there's a lot of people here, a lot of tourists, and basically this is a little park with all kinds of stops where the tour guides will explain a little bit about the park, about the DMZ, about the history, about why there is a DMZ, like all that kind of stuff. So our tour is now finished a little bit for now for the park, and we are on our way to the gondola to go to another point.
The name is the title is I Can Speak. Based on
So in the park there's also a bunker.
No scan, just go.
Yeah?
Huh?
No scan.
Okay.
No scan, just okay, just go, okay. Oh, just go, yeah. So in the park there's also a bunker, a Korean bunker, and a bridge. And we had to pay like a separate ticket for that. It's not included in the tour. So we thought, let's go. Oh. There's a land, when you come into the bunker, there's a landmine. Let's step. Oh, you can step on it. See how it goes. Look. That's quite nice. So apparently there's like 2 million landmines scattered in around the DMZ. And the tour guide said like, at the moment, North Korea is only dropping more and more landmines to make the border more fortified. But let's check out this bunker first. Okay. Oh, there's a video. Hello. Oh, look at this. What the hell is going on here? It's a picture of us in North Korea. Oh, this is like a picture of North Korea. Sweet. And this is the end of the bunk already. Ticket? Yeah, thank you. Okay. So now we're entering a bridge. I'm not sure what the name of the bridge is, but it's in the civilian restricted area of the DMZ. Looks pretty neat with nice plants and flowers. I think it's an old bridge that connected North and South Korea. And oh, this is like a
We are traveling to North Korea.
yeah, this is like how the train was looking back in the days. Ah, check this out. Welcome in North Korea. No, no, I'm kidding. This is just an observatory, I think. Just like I said, that side, this is part of the DMZ, but this is still a part where civilians can come, and is not really like crazy overly guarded by military. In the bus, Kenny, our tour guide, he said that there are about 750,000 North Korean soldiers protecting the border, the whole border between North and South, and there's like about 450,000 South Korean soldiers and 25,000 American troops guarding the South Korean border. So it's quite a lot. It's not really demilitarized, as you can say it. It's pretty militarized, more than 1 million soldiers. So it's the most heavily guarded border in the world. But let's have a look up here. Let's see what we can find out. I see they're doing a lot of like farming around here, a lot of rice fields.
전쟁 상판작. 아 이게 아까 그
Okay guys, that was the bridge. Excuse me? Muso? I don't know. I don't know what they're saying. I think they say it's like slippery because they're pointing on the, they're pointing to the floor and then say Ole pusu. Anyways, this was the bridge and the bunker. Now we're gonna head to the gondola. As you can see, they just opened. They're opening from 9 AM. And we're gonna go to that point, which is further into the DMZ. And I'm not sure what we can see there, but we will find out in a bit.
An exhibition hall and historical park at Camp Greaves, which lies behind the first observatory to enrich the DMZ.
Okay guys, we reached the gondola here. The first way we went up there is like, I don't know if you can see it, it's the bridge over here. But now we are crossing the river and we're going to a DMZ station over there. And there is an observatory, there is a lighthouse, there is a special street, there is a pinwheel, there is a lot of things here in this DMZ tour. So we're just gonna go to the other side and see it with our own eyes. It's pretty
여기서
interesting.
대전까지는 20km, 평양 160km입니다. 선대와 제3땅권이 있으며
So this side is more like a restricted zone.
민북 관광에
As you look very good here, you see like military watchtowers and the barbed wire.
진강 평화 곤돌라에서 멋진 추억 만드시길 바랍니다.
It's really like
Welcome
military
aboard the
zone here.
Paju and Jingang Peace Gondola. This is
So after the gondola you can walk a little bit uphill and there's the peace ribbon zone over here. Downstairs when you purchase the ticket for the gondola they give you a ribbon which you can write a message on it and hang it on the fence. Further up ahead there's a little viewpoint, we're gonna look at it later, but first we're gonna do the ribbon. Okay, so we reached the viewpoint now here from, I wanted to say North Korea, but it is not North Korea, but from the other side of the river. And you look into South Korea from here. It's a nice view. The sun is a little bit weird now to point this way, so you cannot see everything properly, but yeah, the view is amazing with the river and the bridges and the gondola and the mountains in the back. So besides a lot of tourists that come here to see and explore the DMZ, there's also a lot of Koreans coming. Of course for them it's a really special place with lots of history for the country itself and for the people. Very emotional probably as well. I saw somebody there was a little bit crying. Also, you know, a lot of families got split up, so maybe one part of the family was living in a city in the south, or another part of the family was living in a city in the north, and then because of the war and the occupations and the existence of the demilitarized zone, all these families got split up and never saw each other ever again. Okay, so this was part of the other side of the river. We're gonna go back to the gondola, and there's two other spots I think that we're gonna visit, and that's a tunnel and a village, like a special kind of village. That is located into the DMZ. They had some like special rules. Kenny explained, our tour guide, it's like they didn't have to pay any taxes and they were also free from military duty. But now things changed a little bit because they made so much money of tourists or DMZ tours, so they have to pay a lot of taxes, and I think they also have to go into the military service, but we'll find out later when we are when we are arriving in this village. There a guy coming to check our
last
IDs.
year this guy King was a US soldier, but he was they don't seem happy, man. You know, they don't smile. You know why? Or dumped by their girlfriend. That's why. That's girlfriend dumped him, that's why. Yeah, everybody got dumped. Alright, we're crossing the bridge. The cow bridge. Remember 1,001 cows crossed, right? And a lot of rice fields you see on the left and right. The rice fields are harvested by the local people. You know, around 400 people that reside in the village. Like I said before, not many people wanted to come to the village because it was a lot scary back then. I was scared of North Korea before too. You know, I was scared of them more than the ghost.
Okay, so we reached now the Dorasan Observatory. This is the old observatory and we're gonna walk towards the new one. This is very close to the border, the actual border with North Korea actually. So some of the stuff is now, some of the areas are now restricted, some of them are open. Not sure what we're gonna find out. Anyways, we're gonna watch now. I don't. They said we cannot make photos of everything here. So I'm not sure if we can film or make photos from that side. But we'll find out along the way. I'll keep you updated.
Because this is
So we're now in the observatory, and it's not allowed to make pictures or photos or anything from North Korea, but if you look from that side, you look into North Korea, you can see a North Korean flag, you can see a city, some villages in the foreground. Some of the villages are fake, our tour guide said, but it's pretty interesting to see. Originally there's upstairs there's also a deck where you can look, and you can look with binoculars, and then if you're lucky you can see North Korean people like riding bicycles or doing whatever they're doing at that moment. And but it's all closed. It's even a chance that snipers are watching us now, North Korean snipers, because of the tensions between the countries. So yeah, it's not allowed to make the photos of North Korea. This is South Korea, but you know, you get the idea. Anyways, there's also a cafe here, so we'll have a coffee and go to the next spot. So we're walking back to the, ooh, it's like a little echo. So we're walking back to the bus, and we managed to find this. It's a temporary hiding spot. So if North Korea is dropping a bomb, you can hide here. Temporary shelter.
June 25, 1950, the invasion of South Korea by the North began.
So we watched a little movie here in the center behind me. The video showed us that the North Koreans have built like 4 tunnels in total between 1960 and the 1990s, and these tunnels were dug to invade South Korea. So apparently like 30,000 North Korean troops could go into the tunnel and go into South Korea to kill everyone. And but yeah, the South Koreans, they found the tunnels before the North Koreans could use them. So now they are kind of a tourist attraction, and we're gonna go into one right now. So this is basically the 3rd tunnel that was discovered. Also an interesting fact is what the tunnel, because of these tunnels, they moved the DMZ a little bit further into North Korea, so this area was secured. Okay, but we have to go now because the group is already inside. Oh, what is this? Oh. Okay, so that was the tunnel. Unfortunately, it was not possible or not allowed to make any photos or videos or documentation of it. But basically, I'm out of breath. Basically, you go down like 200-250 meters, like through just a big tunnel, like a round-shaped tunnel, and then at the end you go to the left, and then there's the original tunnel. So that's a really small tunnel. So you really had to like walk like this. You got a helmet so you don't bump your head against the ceiling of the tunnel, and then you walk another 250 meters towards North Korea, and basically I think you reach the official DMZ line of with the North and South of Korea, and then it stops and then you have to go back. So it's just a crazy long tunnel, but like if you go in there, you can imagine like how many people went in there to invade the south, and how they construct this tunnel is just insane. Anyways, yeah, it's a shame that that I couldn't film it because it was pretty cool.
And they had to do it. And it was kind of like suffocating in the inside. So sometimes if it stays for too long, you know, level of oxygen.
So last stop of the tour for today is a supermarket, a North Korean supermarket apparently. They have a lot of North Korean products. So let's have a look. Yeah, so this supermarket is located in the Unification Village. Like I said before, there's some kind of small villages in the DMZ, and this is one of them. And they call it Unification Village, and they have the supermarket here. So I guess all the tour operators, all the buses come here with the tourists and they all buy something.
Friends from DMZ
What?
as well.
That's pretty cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not expensive at all.
Well, acquire from the
Yeah.
DMZ. And okay guys, that was the supermarket. Now let's have a little bit of a glimpse before the end of the video to see the Unification Village. Well, this is a little square also for the tourists obviously, but this is one of the houses you can see. And there's like 400 people living in this village. And at the beginning they got all free houses, no rent from the government because they wanted to live here. And that kind of all changed now because they had like they made a lot of money with their business here and whatever. So that's all gone now. Apparently very good soybeans are coming from this region. As I said, soybeans.
River is very clean, ecological. You know, yellow puffer fish lives inside, can be fine. So,
okay guys, we're back in Seoul. It's about 1.5 hour drive to the DMZ from to here. Can you imagine? Only 1.5 hour. If they dig the tunnel a little bit further, they would have reached Seoul. Anyways, if you visit Korea or Seoul, it's definitely a must visit DMZ. Because why not? You're here. It's pretty interesting for the history, for the current situation. And besides that, it's also nice to get out of the city for a little bit, you know? To get out a little bit in nature. So anyways. Okay, so this is the end of the video. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Hey guys, we're back in Seoul. It's about 1.5 hour drive from the DMZ back to the city. And yeah, I have to say, when you visit Korea, definitely go to DMZ. It's pretty interesting. You know, they teach you about the history, about the current situation, what they maybe want to achieve in the future. And besides that, it's nice to get out of the city for a little bit, be a little bit in nature, you know, do some activities, walk through the tunnel. So hereby I declare the video has been ended. See you in the next one. Bye bye.